break it down and a whole lot more is adjunct accounting professor at Montclair State University, Dan Geltrude. Good morning, Dan. Let's take a quick look at those markets. So they closed up on Friday with the S&P 500 rising 26 points, actually closing at its highest level in over a year. Okay, so Dan, let's go back to the airlines. So Alaska promises their buying of Hawaiian Airlines will expand choices for travelers and then increase airline market competition. Now, of course, we've been watching the Department of Justice challenge JetBlue's merger with Spirit Airlines in court due to antitrust laws. So, Dan, do you see this buy being challenged by the DOJ, and what will it all mean for both airlines and 54 million annual passengers?
Well, I think there's a very good chance that it's going to get challenged by the DOJ, specifically because of what's happened related to JetBlue and Spirit. Now, that was a larger deal than this, and that's in the courts right now. So depending on what the outcome of that decision is could have a significant impact of whether Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines are going to be able to combine. Now, keep in mind, if this combination does go through, these airlines are going to control about 40% of the seats going between Hawaii and the continental U.S. So it is significant. And of course, the DOJ is always looking to protect consumers from the situation of higher fees and higher prices. So let's see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, definitely. We will be following this. Okay, so let's move to mortgages. So according to Housing Wire, a 30-year mortgage rates for homes ended the week at 7.09%. That's actually falling from over 8% back in October. So amid the falling rates, we're seeing housing demand picking up over the last 4 weeks. Dan, talk to us about why this is happening and what can we expect next? I mean, is this finally some good news maybe for Americans looking to buy a new home?
Well, in part, this is happening because the Fed has put a pause on raising interest rates. So that's what's somewhat behind what's happening here. But as far as, is it good news for home buyers? On the surface, it definitely appears that way. But here's the real issue as to why prices are up so high with houses. And that's simply there's no inventory. And that doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. So if rates continue to go down, I think it'll be very good news for those looking to refinance. However, is it good news for new home buyers? Maybe.
I was hoping for that good news, but we don't know yet. Okay, so here's one plain crazy deal. Amazon and student travel platform called Student Universe. So they're partnering up to give 3,000 students with Prime memberships a chance to win domestic round-trip flights for just $25 in an online promotion. Dan, obviously with the cost of flying being so outrageous right now, do you think more airlines should jump on board with these incentives?
Well, I think they should. I'm not sure that they will. And the reason is demand is so high. What's their incentive to have to lower prices?
Yeah.
Look, I think if for anybody, it's a good thing for Amazon because they're the ones out there being the good guys and trying to make it more affordable for our students to be able to get home for the holidays.
Yeah, we know this time of year, everyone's flying. So, of course, the prices, they're just going to keep getting higher and higher. Dan Geltrude, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.